Hello, everybody, and welcome back to the Bling Bling Jam YouTube station. Today is Wednesday, January 8th, 2025. And thanks for all the great feedback on the last video on your business goals in your balloon business for 2025. And of course, as always, I receive a bunch of phone calls and questions on the phone that folks want me to help them. Of course, I want to, but there's only so much I can share with you because I want you to also tune into the station and understand what Bling Bling Jam is giving you as well. With that said, a great way to continue to get clarity on what it is you want, right, in terms of income for this year with your balloon business to simplify that as to what we call setting a goal and or creating a dream board. A great way to really get clarity is to create what we call an affirmation. And I know that that is unusual for a lot of people, but people do this in all kinds of businesses with goal setting. And why are balloons any different? And to me, it because it's done in the present tense with great adjectives, okay? And you sign it with a date. Now, like any other goal, a lot of times we might set something that scares you, okay? And it's like, gosh, I don't know how I'm going to do this. Unfortunately, what I've been or what I have experienced through this process is you don't always hit them when you want, but that's okay. You normally do a lot more than you would not have done if you didn't set that goal for yourself. And then all you need to do is just readjust the goal with another date and do it again. So it's kind of like don't knock it till you try it and create it. And the more you do it, the better you get at it. Is it like going to the gym and you start working out, benching 100 pounds or 200 pounds when you haven't worked out in many years? No, of course not. You want to kind of do your reps and get better at it. It's the same thing with goal setting. So, we're so unique in the balloon world. And I love everybody and I love the artist. As I told you, I've been working with a friend of mine who is like an artist, and there was also some other artists from different backgrounds in this social media platform I am involved with, and of course that is, and it's been really interesting in terms of the feedback across the board of how we all think, and it really is true. Being creative, though, as I want to repeat again, gives you creativity in this area as well, even though you may not know it. The bottom line is getting the pen to paper and creating what we call an affirmation, as I mentioned. It's a sentence or two saying, whatever your name am making X amount of money because I love what I do. People love my art. They're calling me. They say I'm the best of the best, whatever it is. You say that in your affirmation, and you speak it into existence, and you're making X amount of money by this date, and you sign it like it's already been done. I know it sounds silly, but if you listen to anybody who has been successful in any kind of endeavor, this is what they do. And believe it or not, it's like 3% of the population that actually does it. It's very, very little. So I can tell you I'm part of the 3%ers because I do it. It's a habit I've done since I was 20 years old because I was exposed to it by a mentor back then. And I've done it in different aspects of my life. So with the phone calls I received and stuff and a few different questions, it triggered me to share this with you. Feel free to, message, comment if you like to know how to create an affirmation properly in the present tense with the right adjectives. I know it might be uncomfortable, but like I said, don't knock it till you try it. It actually works. And there's many books that talk about this in business, and balloons are no different. So I just want you guys to have a really prosperous year. I want people to be able to afford their balloons. If you're, on the borderline of making more money or hobbyist into getting more into creating either a second income or a full-time income in balloons, whether you're a twister or a decorator and or a deco twister. And there's always more than one way of creating the business side of things. Unfortunately, you got to know where you're going, right, with your goal in terms of what you want. I always relate it to this. If I went to, let's say, Logan Airport in Boston, and I went up to the ticket counter and said, "Can I have a ticket?" The question they're going to ask me is, "Where do you want to go? We can't give you a ticket." And if I say I don't know, they're going to say they can't help me. Well, my question to you is, where do you want to go in 2025? And if you don't know, you can't even help you. Okay. That means you're just waiting for the phone to ring and you're taking whatever gigs, and that's okay too. But why not do better? Why not create what you really want? And that's the magic to it. Why not be like everybody else? Okay. However, there's an abundance here for everybody. So with that said, I'd love to see your comments again. These are the things we're talking about at Bling Bling Jam. I hope that you are, looking at our station and studying it. I think it's going to be really helpful. And again, of course, we'd love to meet you in person. Registration's now open for July 13th through 17th. If you can't make it in person, make sure you still get a ticket for virtual replays. And we're going to create some other extra things based upon feedback and people asking me. I'm considering doing a free workshop on some of this stuff to give people some more information that I'm going to see when it'll be a sign up for it. But when I say, I'm really going to say it's going to be um, complimentary is the right word, okay? Because nothing's free, okay? Complimentary. It's because all this stuff is worth a lot, and I want you to understand that. Balloons are great, art is great. We can learn everything on YouTube, but you can't learn this stuff really well unless you're dealing with somebody who has done it and or we have the right support and sharing and who lives a life of abundance. So with that said, you guys, let's bling it on. I'm excited about the feedback again. Like to see your comments. I know people just call me on the phone, and that's great, but I only have so much time in a day. So it's great. But again, I'm excited that you guys are excited. And thank you guys so much. Subscribe, share, make sure you hit the bell because you don't want to miss anything coming out in 2025. We are excited. Over and out. Let's bling it on, everybody. Take care.